We can only achieve our aims in life if a burning desire drives us. A number of us wish for prosperity and financial independence, but wanting alone is not going to help us reach our targets. If we would like to become wealthy and realize our dreams, we will need to recognize a burning desire in us. For example, even after over 10,000 failed experiments, Thomas Edison couldn't be shaken from his objective of inventing an electrical light source. He was, plain and simple, driven by the desire to make his fantasy come true. And, after years of hard work and multiple failed attempts, he did just that when he invented the light bulb. Famous writer Fanny Hurst had a similar experience. She had to endure over 36 rejections before one of her short stories was issued in a paper. After that, her career as a successful novelist and playwright took off. Her burning desire had shown stronger than the frustration she felt about being rejected, and she finally met with success. So it's vital for those people who wish to be successful to analyze our attitude towards establishing our goals and dreams. How do we believe about our goals and dreams? Are they castles in the sky? Or is it our burning desire which is strong enough to make them a reality one day? Goal setting and detailed planning are the cornerstones of every accomplishment. Every success story begins with individuals who know what they need to achieve. So before beginning chasing after any old fantasy, you need to start with defining your personal goal as precisely as possible. For instance, if you would like to become rich, you need to decide precisely how much money you wish to make. Additionally, you need to have a clear comprehension of when you wish to attain your goal and what you are ready to spend to accomplish it. Because setting a particular objective is pointless if it is floating in some intermediate future where you would pursue it half-heartedly. It's also important to think of a plan that outlines every step you will have to consider until the realization of your objective. As soon as you've got a strategy, get cracking. Don't waste another moment. The following method is useful if you would like to be sure your desire for success is anchored deeply enough in your thoughts and actions. First, write down your goal and your comprehensive plan for achieving it. Then, read it twice daily, once in the morning after you wake up, and after every evening before going to bed. Follow these recommendations and it will make it far more comfortable for you to get rich, or create any other fantasy come true. Successful individuals have consistent beliefs in themselves. Having an unwavering belief in yourself is a means of making sure you can and will achieve your goals. You can only achieve success if it is based on self-confidence and unwavering faith in yourself. No prosperity has been obtained, no faraway continents discovered, nothing ever devised without these thoughts as a foundation. One paradigmatic example of the power of religion was Mahatma Gandhi. Even without access to the regular instruments of power, such as money or the army, he was able to withstand British colonial power and lead his nation to freedom. The only backing he had was his firm belief that he could exercise an influence so significant that his fellow countrymen would endure for their collective targets. Our faith in ourselves has an enormous influence on our self-image and lifestyle. It can, in the most real sense of the term, help us move mountains. By employing autosuggestion, our subconscious can affect our behavior. Unwavering faith in yourself isn't necessarily something you are born with, or that falls from the skies. Anyone can create it, bit by bit, through autosuggestion. Autosuggestion describes a means of influencing yourself by thinking very purposeful and specific thoughts or ideas. You can use it to convey specific commands or positive goals for your subconscious, and in doing this, to maximize your belief in yourself. In general, autosuggestion consists of devoting yourself to this. You can accomplish your goals. Your ideas can be transformed into reality, and you need to follow your path with unwavering confidence. The more you make use of autosuggestion, the likelier it is that it can allow you to achieve success. If you instill your needs and goals in your subconsciousness, it is going to direct all your thoughts and actions towards making them a reality. Knowledge is power, but it does not have to be what you learned in college. Knowledge can make it far easier to accomplish your goals in life. All you've got to do is have a few essential points under the account. First of all, you will need to take the traditional meaning of knowledge and instruction and toss it out the window, because becoming knowledgeable or well educated is not restricted to getting a high school diploma or college degree. Uneducated people may also understand a lot, as Henry Ford demonstrated. Although he did not make it into high school, it did not prevent him from establishing an industrial empire and making millions. If you want to be prosperous, you do not have to stuff your head with a lot of details. It is a lot more essential to obtain the ideal experiences and knowledge, use your strengths and fully exploit your potential. The most significant basis is a willingness to keep on learning throughout your lifetime. Getting complacent is the worst enemy. Instead, you always have to be prepared to actively and pointedly expand your knowledge. There are lots of diverse methods to make this happen. By going to college, attending evening classes, or obtaining practical experiences. Equally useful is the ability to understand where you may get the information you need, since you don't have to know yourself. Instead, you will need to know who you can ask if you will need to know something. It is usually more practical and useful to be surrounded by a network of specialists who share their technical knowledge than to learn it all yourself. The workshop of the imagination is where we could turn our dreams into reality. Every success story begins with an idea, and behind every concept is the imagination. It's basically the creative workshop of our minds that transforms our fantasies into thoughts and our thoughts into reality. The imaginative ability has two unique kinds: creative creativity and artificial imagination. Using our creative imagination, we can come up with entirely new things. Ingenious composers, artists, and great writers use this function to do works that have never been created before. The artificial imagination, by contrast, rearranges old ideas into new combinations. The developers at Sony were using this thought when they decided to develop further the playback apparatus or dictaphone used by journalists, turning it into a portable music player everyone could use. So, the Walkman was born. Imaginative and artificial creativity can play off one another in a productive manner. Take the story of Asa Candler, who made the worldwide brand Coca-Cola from a headache medicine about 140 years back. Even though it was not Candler himself who developed the Coca-Cola recipe, he purchased it from a pharmacist for $3,000. He acquired the ingenious strategies and marketing tactics that turned the product into an enormous success. If you would like to keep your creativity from being sluggish, you will need to challenge and promote it. And you can accomplish this by stimulating it, keeping it busy and training it as a muscle. The more you work it, the more effective and powerful it will become.